Welcome, everyone, to AT&T Stadium, home of the Cowboys here in Arlington, Texas. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a squad from the American, the Navy Midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. It in his belly. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Able to run it out to the 28 on first down. Now it's 2nd and 7. The give to the fullback. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
You know, when you're handing off to your fullback, oftentimes these guys need some space to work so they can build up a head of steam and get the speed going. But that guy didn't have anywhere to go on that one.
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. This head coach ain't scared. He believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
Looking to throw, it's Horvat. Here comes the heat. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Going the other way, and he's got room. He was thinking touchdown all the way, but he got it down to the 26-yard line.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up. He's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
The give. Breaks the tackle.
He did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but in the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground with the running back. Gets it inside the 25.
Entering settings screen, you have 29 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
To the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the back. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He'll try to take it back. A tremendous play to make the interception, and then the return takes him close to the 50-yard line.
Now, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up, and you can tell QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They want to run this quarterback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looks as if he's going to run it. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
Looking to pass, it's Horvath. Buys a little time. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
And they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks. It's one of the staples of these Auburn teams all throughout the years.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Going for the big play. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Making side adjustments here. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Running to the left. Across the 35. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to...
There he goes! He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. And the Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Trying to run, it's Alston. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Rides to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first in the half as they'll make some adjustments. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Give to the running back. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
Really nice physical running back time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a one-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Snatches it on the run. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Now rolling to the left. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Navy!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he tacks on the extra point. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Bringing it back. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cobb. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield, and time is running short. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception.
Here's a heat. Hit as he throws. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. fourth down, looking for the completion. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and 1. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. Coming out with it, it's Cobb. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return.
And the Auburn offense will take over 1st and 10.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. It's a running room. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. The Tigers want to crank the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And that decision will be questioned for a while. And here comes the Navy offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Navy 10, Auburn 7.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Quarterback keeper. And again, he gets nothing. This defense is not giving up anything on the goal line. You'd love to get the score right now, but you also want to make sure, if you can, that the clock keeps
let's do both. Let's run the football, keep it on the ground, run the play clock down.
He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Midshipman.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot